guys, I hope you liked that video. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like what you saw. I will try my best to continue to provide interesting content and adventures and food trips and everything that I can think of to make this exciting. So I do want to give some tips before you make your way to Zurich. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I definitely fell in love with the city. I wish I could have explored more of Switzerland myself, but I do want to give some tips to help make your trip to Zurich a little bit more exciting and eventful. So number one, bring money and lots of it. When I went in July of 2018, the currency exchange between the Swiss franc and the US dollar was about 1-to-1. And there's only so far your dollar can pretty much go over there, at least as an American. We did have lunch. I had like a little, I guess a macaroni and cheese type of situation. My friend had like a salad and a sausage, and they both came out to about $25 or 25 francs. It's kind of a 1-to-1 conversion, and so interestingly expensive. Also, to put some things into perspective, a soda or a Coke costs about 4 or 5 francs, so $4 or $5, as well as a combo meal for McDonald's costs about $14 or $15. So it is interestingly pricey, but definitely well worth the experience to go yourself. Also note that some places do take dollar, euro, and the franc, and so depending on where you are, probably if you're more in the touristy areas, you can get all three. You don't necessarily have to convert, but it's good to also convert your currency while you're in and around there. So one thing to note when you do go to Zurich, if you do take the train, your train pass can also equate to a free trip on the ferry. So there's Lake Zurich when you go there, and when you go there, the first thing you notice is just how green and amazingly emerald the water is. That has to do with the fact that there's tons of mountains in and around Zurich, and the water, the fresh water goes down into the lakes, and there's a specific, if I'm getting this right, there's a specific algae that grows on the lake which makes it turn that specific green. So the lake is beautiful. If you do go to Lake Zurich, they have an excellent ferry system. It goes through numerous stops, and we took the ferry on into a couple locations to explore the area. I wish I could explore more. There's some private boats you can take, as well as a combination of both small and large ferries. So definitely worth the beautiful landscape and views in and around that city, and just excellent to just spend the day out there sightseeing and exploring from a boat. So definitely check it out. So when you do go there, be sure to get as much of the Swiss chocolates as you can. As you know, Swiss, I guess in general, the Swiss brand is known for quality, and I think we've seen a lot of Swiss chocolate brands in and around America. The most popular ones are, I think, Lindt, Toblerone, and the Swiss American Nestle. And so there's one there which I'm gonna show a photo of, which I got a sample of. I'm excited to try it, and it looks really sweet. It's a milk chocolate version, and I'm sure there's tons of varieties, different types of chocolates there, but definitely when you go there, try the chocolates. I also want to overlay this video of me looking at these chocolate cakes. I really feel like you can't go wrong. This is me looking through the window, kind of feeling like a kid at a toy store. But there's so much good food, good treats in and around there, and definitely I'm sure no matter what you try, everything will be delicious. Swiss food, I don't know if I necessarily tried authentic Swiss food, and we tried to find very specific restaurants that serve that type of cuisine. What I was familiar prior to going was Swiss or fondue style of eating, dipping food in cheeses and trying food in that manner. Over there, I did not try that. We tried different types of cuisine. I talked about the mac and cheese that I tried. I don't know the exact name, but I'm gonna overlay it to probably because I can't pronounce it. But there's also tons of pretzels, and there were these drinks. I don't know what happened, but we were getting tickets, and this lady just gave us these drinks, and there's a bunch of Swiss drinks, a combination of both sweet or like semi-sweet, but definitely try it. I'm going to overlay some photos and some images, and hopefully you can try some new food and interesting food while you're out there. The next thing that I want to talk about is how walkable the city is. pretty much the whole time we got there, from the train station in and around the city, the old town area, the ferry system, everything is well within walking distance. There were trams. We didn't take the trams, but you can definitely go into the outer outskirts of the city. Saw some buses, but for the most part, the architecture is beautiful. A lot of old style architecture, some churches, which I'll overlay on here too. And it's definitely a nice sizable city to go in around. It's very romantic. I didn't really know what to expect when I got there, but you can go there. I feel like you can bring your significant other, go on excellent strolls. The water just makes it unique. And also, we were there during the summertime, and so there are a bunch of college students jumping off bridges, which is what you saw in the videos. And so definitely people make use of the water. People were sunbathing, people were outdoors walking dogs. It's definitely an outdoor city, and so there's a lot of vibrance, a lot of activity going on, and I think that's what makes the city unique and exciting. So definitely everywhere you go, there's always something to see. Plenty of shopping, of course, and always something for everyone. So definitely an attractive, environmental friendly and conscious city to check out. Well guys, I hope you do find yourself in Switzerland. I was only in Zurich for just about, I'm gonna say 6 or 7 hours, so I cannot say I did this exhaustive tour or stay in and around Zurich, but definitely had a good time in my short time there, and I do hope that you do decide to visit Zurich one day. It's beautiful. Bring someone with you, go alone. I'm sure you'll have a good time nonetheless, and it's just a beautiful place in the middle of Europe that I definitely recommend anyone go to. Check it out, guys. See you later. Bye. Live with aloha.